Oilfield manager from Conoco in his 30s, very gung-ho, says, yeah, we just got to keep on drilling here, just keep it going. And we're probably going to drill another 10,000 wells in this area. Then you're going to see a lady who represents the local oil and gas association. Now, what happens in the US is that the oil companies, they employ people from the local community to represent them in the community. And what you're going to see is the Stepford wife, who represents the Colorado Oil and Gas Association, and you can see what she has to say about fracking and about frac fluid and why it is that the companies don't share the details of their recipe. You're also going to see Dr. Theo Colborne. Now, this is a lady that I would love to bring over to the UK. On my computer here, I have the database of some 960 chemicals used in the US hydraulic fracturing industry. And this is thanks to the painstaking work over 15 years of Dr. Theo Colborne. Now, funnily enough, she's not exactly on the Christmas card list of any of the hydrocarbon companies in the US, but she works tirelessly to expose the endocrine disrupting and carcinogenic chemicals that are being unleashed into our environment, primarily by the hydrocarbons industry. So you're going to get a short introduction to her. But do remember or write down the name of this documentary. It is on YouTube. The last time I checked, it was on a German website, so there was some German text alongside the thumbnail, but the documentary itself is in English.
We drill, it averages about 350 new wells per year. When you take the Colorado side and include that, we think that ConocoPhillips has probably another 10,000 wells that we will drill in the basin over the next 40 years, say.
The sharply increased drilling on Gilbert Armenta's ranch is typical of what has happened to vast expanses of northern New Mexico land. A satellite image shows the crisscrossing patterns of access roads and wells extending for hundreds of miles across San Juan County and northwest New Mexico.
In the U.S. and the lower 48 onshore, the boom that is currently going on is driven a lot by technology. There have been a lot of technological advances with horizontal drilling, with fracture stimulation.
One of the key elements to finding and getting the resource out of very tight sand or hard rock is a fracking process. Fracking is just a short word for fracturing.
Hydraulic fracturing, or fracking as it's commonly called, is a drilling technique first commercialized by Halliburton in 1949.
It comes in with very high-powered water and sand and a slightly soapy mixture. And all it does is it goes down and it just fractures, little tiny fractures in the rock. And then sand goes into those fractures and allows the gas to escape. And then the gas flows in to the pipe and up to the surface and to people's homes.
Hydraulic fracturing is largely responsible for the domestic drilling boom. Because of its high cost, it was not widely used until recently, in the 1990s, when the price of natural gas shot up high enough to make it affordable.
And really what was not economical over the last 50 years or so is now economic, and it should continue, particularly if prices stay where they are.
Here are the reserve pits here.
Dr. Theo Colborne is one of the world's leading authorities on endocrine disrupting chemicals in the environment and their impact on humans.
Down in here, the trucks are coming all the way from Delta, which is 30 miles to here.
She has been studying the chemicals used by the industry for drilling and extraction and documenting their effects.
Basically, our first list of the chemicals that were being used was this very, very short and uninteresting list that EPA put together. It certainly wasn't comprehensive, we knew. We found out very rapidly that it was no small list. They don't tell you everything that's in a product. You may only get 5% of what's in that product. And the rest of it is proprietary, or they just don't give it. They don't have to.
It's water and it's sand and it's a surfactant, in other words. But It is also proprietary because every single fracking company, whether it's a Schlumberger or it's a BJ Services or it's a Halliburton, they sell that theirs is the best product, and so it's proprietary. It would be like divulging, why your chocolate is better than somebody else's chocolate because you have those ingredients.
Oil and gas deposits below ground contain toxic compounds that are brought to the surface during drilling. These compounds pollute the environment and can cause health problems. But the impacts of drilling are made even worse by the chemical products that are injected during the process. Dr. Colborn has documented over 200 products used in Colorado drilling. Over 90% contain chemicals with adverse health effects.
Well, now it's over 900. That was some 4 years ago. And let me just see if I can put it up for you.
ConocoPhillips drilled the well in Balcombe in the first place.